Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how I package a piece of artwork for shipping. One of the first things I want to do is check, this is glass, it's not plexiglass or anything else, it's a glass thing and it moves within the frame. You can hear it if you tilt it back and forth. So what we want to do first thing is secure that, because if you don't secure it, it has a much greater chance of breaking. So what I do to secure it is take some thin pieces of cardboard and I insert them into the corners. And sometimes it'll still move around, and upon the thickness of the cardboard you're using. So then I will actually cut additional pieces and slide it underneath. Give it a little more tension. To keep that glass from moving. Now it's secure. So that's good. Next thing I do is I take some tissue paper. Sometimes I'll just use regular large sheets of packing paper. In this case, I'll use 2 sheets of tissue paper because I'm actually out of packing paper. I'm going to have to pick up some more. And just tape that. Set that out of the way, and I fold over the corners, take tissue paper, a little bit like wrapping a present, tape on. Then I make my own cardboard corners, and I have a video on how I make these, which I will try to remember to link up in the corner. And I put these corners on the side. The nice thing about making these corners yourself is you can make them to whatever size you need. If the frame is thicker or narrower, you can adjust it. Excuse me. And then, now what'll happen is these should fit snug but still slip off fairly easily. Then what I do is I take this shrink wrap film, which you can pick up at any of the home improvement hardware stores, and I wrap it around the corners to secure them onto the piece. So as you can tell, they slide off fairly easily. Just wrap it around a couple times to hold it on. Then I go the other direction. Over, do the other side, and this just ensures that those corners don't shift when you're shipping. Again, the main thing that causes breakage when you're shipping stuff is it moves loosely in the package. So the more you can secure it from moving, the better. And that's true even with the packaging material around the item that you're shipping. And then what I also do is I always put my little thank you notes on here. So I'll put that on here now. Then I take bubble wrap and I wrap it around. It doesn't really matter which direction you start with. Let's see how that should work. I usually go around twice in one direction. Then I usually just go around once the other direction, depending upon the piece. The larger the piece, the more I wrap around it. And I leave extra on the end, and that is, and I'll fold it over, and that gives additional padding to the end of the piece. Up, and you can use packing tape or whatever. I just like using Scotch tape. It doesn't stick as well, but I feel I use less of it than if I'm using packing tape, and it's easier to unwrap. So that's the basic item when it's packaged. Now I have purchased a number of these boxes that are 15, they're 14 by 19 by 3. And these typically will fit almost every size, unless it's extremely large, of piece of artwork that I need to ship. So it's a good size, works well. I slide this in. Now, of course, you can see I still have space to fill on each side. So to do that, I was fortunate enough to have some of this foam, but you can use cardboard or any other type of lightweight material to fill in that space. You could use packing peanuts. It doesn't really matter. I just have this foam and I like it because it adds a little more stiffness and rigidity to it. So I will cut this out and we'll be back. Okay, I have my piece of foam cut out and I've got it inserted into the box. Oops, I made it just a little too long. I'm gonna have to cut that off. Okay, have my piece of foam cut, have it set in there. And then I will put this with the glass towards the foam. Slide that in there. And I always shake the box. Now we've got side to side movement. We don't have movement going this way, but we do this way. So I'm going to insert some packing at the each end. Okay, now I have it secured in there so it doesn't move around. And I just have to fill this top void with some packing material. Then I seal it up, send it. I have this stamp that says special handling fragile. Because of the glass, I always stamp the box with that, and off it goes. So hope that was helpful.